wandering. Students are only permitted to leave the classroom one student at a time with permission from a teacher and signed exit document.
Technologies we can use, so there's an app called, for instance, Phone Sheriff, where you can track people's location within the building, and it would just be while you're here, not while you're outside of school.
Find a hack.
Yeah. They actually put it in the phone caddy?
Yeah, so then they would use their burner phones because it would be tracked, so they would actually put it in the caddy.
Yeah, that's pointless.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many loopholes with that one. If you're gonna track kids' phones, like kids, I just that's.
Kids found the Wi-Fi password when it was locked.
Space policy would be no touching is permitted between students other than handshakes, high five, or non-aggressive fist bumps. So in this case, this proposal came with that parents may permit students, really student hugging with a one-time waiver. I told them we give them feedback.
I just don't understand how we could, or you guys could possibly like mandate this.
Yeah, there's gonna be like underground hugging society. Underground hugging society.
Public schools that have dress codes, not quite uniforms, but getting towards a uniform where you would do something like have a business casuals permitted, just as long as they were long enough, like maybe down to the shin, this says.
I feel like no. With that too, kids would just find a way around it. Like it doesn't really matter if you institute a dress code or not.
Of being late with coffee. So I know this is a controversial thing on students. But so the idea was that there'd be almost like one of these options could be the outcome. Is that really like drink it like really fast?
Wait, honestly,
Just right there before
that sounds good to me.
But they would be given like 10 seconds, or they maybe.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Okay. So like but do you think that would work, like to deter kids from doing it, or you think they'd bring more?
I always saw this policy as just like kind of pointless because like if a person wants to be late to get coffee, like they have to deal with the consequences of whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Because like if they're constantly late and getting tardies and stuff, like look at me as an example. Like I had to do a bunch of detentions. I almost missed prom because of it. Like that's like
able to finish it like under 10 seconds.
Honestly, that'd let it
go.
go.
Hot coffee.
Oh my
god.
god.
It's gonna be like crime.
Yeah.
But like, what if someone spilled it?
Yeah, no, I don't.
They'd be so upset.
I'm not saying we thought through all the details. In an effort to maintain academic focus, classroom students will not be permitted to make the following distracting sounds. So this is a classroom sounds ban. So some of them, so one of them, like specifically, they said animal sounds that simulate sheep, cows, and cows. What's that?
I don't know. I feel like I always just hear like cat noises in my chemistry class. I don't know. The students leave. Like I've seen like the substitute code.
Okay. All right. So identifying like things like the cat game, or like sheep or anything that doesn't make.
Yeah.
Wait, like right?
Yeah, like right in front of like Miss Berglund's little window there. So we don't want students to drop stuff off there anymore. So we've gotten some suggestions for consequences. So, probably a warning the first time, the suggestion said. The second time, actually like duct taping the bag closed. But this one's kind of weird. Removal of one strap from the bag.
So like cut off.
I don't think cut, because I don't think we could damage a bag.
How else would
You could like undo
it. You know, it's like looped in. You kind of undo it. So the time out of classroom to use the bathroom has been increasing over several years. The data reveals that student learning outcomes has decreased as time in classroom decreases. Additionally, things like vaping and delayed hangouts can occur in a bathroom. With that said, they wanted to brainstorm ideas to create bathrooms within the classroom. So one aspect was a budget proposal that permitted adding plumbing for like single-use stalls in every classroom.
No.
The other proposal, like if the budget failed, would be to kind of like set up the nursing curtains and provide like a bathroom bucket.
No.
That's
so bad.
That's no. That can't be.
So, I mean, I agree that's outrageous, but I look at that and think that could also, when we talk about the kids who have a lot of detentions from tardiness, part of their punishment for eliminating some of those detentions could be that they had to clean the buckets.
Oh my god, I think it's only the kids who have detentions have to use
But like
the
we count
buckets.
like 3 for 1.
I need at least like.
The other thing is around cell phones, like with cell phone issues and like the burner phone concept, which I find funny. But if a student was caught like a burner phone in the caddy or something like that, they might have to, no, that's too much. But I was thinking maybe they could put their phone in the bucket because they would never grab it. I want to thank you for participating in this because I can't believe you dealt with us for that long because we're actually recording you right now. Because this is all like hidden camera at the moment. So there's actually a camera right over there, and there's a camera and
Wait, are you
there you go,
serious?
100%. None of this
Yeah.
isn't real. A bucket in the bathroom? Why would you ever like listen to me with that?